Welcome back to the Elli-Yacht. About a year ago, we put in a Fotile, let me see, I'm going to have to read this, an SD2F-P3 Sink Dishwasher combination on our boat. And, the jury was out on what was it, what was going to be like, or was it useful, or is it even worth the time? So today in this video, we're going to do the 1 year review. We're going to go through and talk about the performance of it, what's the power usage, the water consumption. Obviously, we don't have a ton of water on a boat, so it's kind of a worrisome thing. The sound that it makes. Was it worth losing one sink, because it goes in a space of a dual sink and gets rid of one of your sinks, obviously. The ease of use for this dishwasher, and then the price and value associated with putting this thing in, and then we'll do a quick conclusion on it as well to see if it's something that you might be interested in adding to your boat or not. Stick with the good old-fashioned hand washing, which is the way we did it for years on this boat. So let's get to it. So performance. This dishwasher, it has a couple different settings on this thing. When you lock it, you turn this thing on, and it has a delicate mode. It has a normal mode. It has an intensive mode. Sounds serious, doesn't it? So what's the difference? Obviously, it uses more water for each one of those. Honestly, the intensive mode takes 80 minutes, the standard mode takes 45 minutes, and then going down to the delicate mode, it's 20 minutes. We've used all three of them. What's the one we use all the time? Delicate. Yeah, 20 minutes. It's just easy and done. I highly recommend just doing that. It works out just fine, and it really does a great job cleaning the dishes. It does better than the Fisher Paykel that we've had in the past at our houses and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's a pretty solid dishwasher as far as does it clean dishes. I would have to give it a thumbs up on it. There's no question about it.
Yeah, works great.
Now, two things that you don't think about on, if you had this in your house, because this would be great for an apartment. If you have limited space, you can't put in a dishwasher, which is really what we had in our galley. There's just nowhere to put in a dishwasher. Because we live on the boat, dishwasher was always, it's going to be a nice have because everyone can just hand wash their dishes. I was the designated dishwasher. Carlin cooks. She does a great job. And it was just one of those things. I just got tired of doing it. Not to say that having this dishwasher doesn't mean you don't have to put your hands on dishes anymore, because like back here, you'll see that we have a dish rack. We do that for things that you wouldn't put in a dishwasher. So we've got a non-stick pan here. Don't want to put that in a dishwasher. Yep. Our cutting board's super easy to just wash, and although that would fit in the dishwasher, I was just hand wash those. And then we have some wood utensils that we use on our pans and those things, and so we always just put those on the rack. So anything that's delicate that wouldn't go in your dishwasher, it's just like home. You have to have that rack, right? So, but when we get to the way things work on a boat, we care about power because it's not a house, like we said. Right. So power is a big deal. This one uses 1,500 watts, and you might go, why does it use so much power? Right? Because it's only to run the motor. It's 1.5 amps or so, a little bit less than that. So really, gosh, it's only like 200 watts. That's not that much of a draw. But it's because it has an internal heater, so it doesn't draw on your hot water tank in your boat to be able to heat the water, and it really does get the water hot. But it is a 1,500 watt draw, so it's basically like a hairdryer as far as the draw. However, when we run this dishwasher, because it's only on the 20-minute mode, the wattage draw that I've seen on the battery bank, it's actually pretty low. I can get the dishes done in about 600 watts. It's not that much. And that's on the delicate mode, because that's the one we use most of the time. So as you start stepping up, obviously, into the normal mode and the...
if you had something that's extra greasy.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, you would go longer and you just kind of multiply those things up. So you could probably easily use 1,500 watts. We just don't see that though when we use the delicate mode, which is that standard mode we use. Now water is always a big deal.
It's precious on a boat.
Yeah, we have a 140-gallon water tank on this boat. Thank goodness we have a water maker that makes 80 gallons an hour, so we can shower and wash the boat when we're in areas that have restricted water, like up in Canada on their islands. We want to be respectful of their water that they have. So, but as far as usage of water during a load of this, really it's about 2.5 gallons to 5 gallons. So for us,
It's not that bad.
not bad at all. If you have a small water tank,
Might be a little rough.
that could be bad. But that's what we tend to see as far as water usage on it. When I do the dishes by hand, I would always run instead of turning on and off the water, I'd have to fill up, when I had a dual sink, one to wash, one to sanitize, I definitely used a lot more water. There's no question about it. So it is more efficient than what I used to do. I used to pretty much use 10 plus gallons when I was washing the dishes. Could I have done more of an army mode? Yeah. But I'm washing dishes all the time, so that was just kind of my system. But I do find it more efficient, ultimately, than just manually doing it. But it does, it uses that 5, probably closer to like 7, depending upon the wash load. Let's talk about sound. This is not the quietest dishwasher in the world. Like I said, I've had GE, Bosch, Fisher Paykel's at houses. They're quiet.
Yeah.
This thing,
You can hear it running.
yeah, I recommend taking a dinghy ride, go out on the deck, enjoy the sunset, whatever you're going to do, because it is not a quiet dishwasher. But it does a great job. And honestly, it's just a function of this darn lid. When you have this lid,
it's not as insulated as a regular dishwasher.
yeah, it's that thick, and because it does such a great job washing the dishes, it really is spraying a lot of water at the thing. In that tight area, they're louder. It's not, So if that's your criteria, you're probably like, I wouldn't recommend this thing. I have down here, is it worth losing a sink? What does that mean? It goes in the space of a dual sink area here.
Yeah, because prior we had 2 sinks.
Yeah.
One has garbage disposal, and the other one, to wash the dishes with.
Right. So now we're just down to 1. But because I'm not having to do the wash, sanitize type of a setup, I was actually very worried about this. Like, did I kind of... There's no going back when you put this thing in, by the way.
No, we have to cut it and make a little extra space. And
we'll put a video to the install down below on this. But it was a lot. So you're definitely committed when you put this thing in. But I will have to say, this has worked out really well.
Yeah.
Now, this does have, basically the sink is on your left-hand side, the dishwasher's on your right-hand side. Fotile has a unit that they swap those. So if I had to do it again, space-wise, there's no other way we could have put it in underneath our sink with some of the obstructions that we had. I had to have the sink on the left-hand side. But if I didn't have an obstruction issue, I think I would have swapped them specifically in our area, because when I'm doing the dishes here, if this was the sink, it'd be super easy to put the stuff that goes in the rack on one side, and then be able to, after I rinse the dish, put all of the things into the dishwasher on my left-hand side so that the sink would be centered. I would recommend something like that. Now, what I have to do is open up the dishwasher here, the lid. But what I have to do when I wash is I want to have the dishwasher open, because when I'm rinsing the dishes and if they're going in the rack, if the lid is closed, I'm dragging water over the top of this glass, this nice glass lid that has the touch sensitive controls on it, and then you have to end up washing the dishwasher. If it was just, it's a fussy little thing, but if you're going to go through all of the work to put this in, just do kind of think about, I would recommend your workflow, like, do you have a rack on one side, the dishwasher on the other side? Keep that sink centered is what I would recommend. Ease of use. Well, isn't that what a dishwasher is all about? Like, if it's not easy to use, just wash your damn dishes then. I would say on this one...
Saves time.
It does save time. And, it doesn't look like that big of a unit, but for the two of us, it's actually a full day's worth of dishes. It isn't something where we run it every day, or, multiple times during the day. We tend to run it once a day. And you know, just throw in your stuff for breakfast, lunch. You know, you do dinner, throw the dishes in there, and you just run it at night. In 20 minutes, you have nice, clean dishes. The drying mode, it's a convection drying mode, so it does take a little bit longer to dry. Often we'll run it, it's done making its noise in 20 minutes that we talked about. And a lot of times a fan will run, and it basically takes all the condensation and pushes it out the drain. So in the morning, we have dry dishes. So ease of use, I would say it's super easy.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah, the nice rack. I do recommend measuring your dishes that you have.
Yes.
Or that you'll want to have.
And making sure they're dishwasher proof, because a lot of people on boats, they'll have, you know, plastic dishes so they don't break. And some of those are not dishwasher proof.
Ask us how we know. Yeah. The dishes we had that were that way, we couldn't use them in the dishwasher. So we had to switch up our dishes. The price and value. So these things, you know, like anything, you can get it on sale. Right now, they're about $1,100. Is it worth $1,100? I don't know. It's going to have to be up to you, I would think. You know, we wanted to have a dishwasher. After 4 years on the boat, it was just one of those things. Like it kind of moved past and nice to have. It was something that we wanted to free up some time with. Like I said, it actually kind of saved some water as far as power goes. We have lithium iron phosphate batteries on this boat, so power is really not that big of an issue for us. So it just fit really well on our galley, and
worked great for us.
Yeah, which moves us into the conclusion. Would we do it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'd definitely do it again.
Yeah, it's definitely in the space of the nice to have, not the have to have.
But when you live aboard, it's our home, so it just makes sense for us. If you just use it on the boat on the weekends or 1 week a year, maybe it doesn't make sense for you.
Yeah. But as far as dependability and everything else, this thing's just, it runs like clockwork. I've been super impressed. So if you've been thinking about it, waiting for a review, you know, how that might work, you know, kind of the workflow of some of these different things that we have of using a dishwasher on a boat, hopefully this is useful for you.
And we haven't had any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, it's been very dependable. I mean, like 0 problems. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Have a great week. See you later. Peace.